Okay, so I just listened to the third disc of Hijokaidan's The Noise box set, and just to start off, it was pretty short. It was only 40 minutes, and it was all one track. So that's, you know, shorter than the last ones, which is good because it was kind of more of the same. There were just more electronic elements and a bit more of a focus on vocals, which again I appreciate. But it's sort of a carryover from the last disc of just noise rather than harsh noise. Which once again is more for me. It's more up my alley. I'm not really used to like constant harsh noise yet. I don't have a headache this time either. So you know. As far as like the, it was pretty physically low quality. Like it was probably a bootleg. This is because it was again recorded at live at a concert in 1979, which is especially the electronic stuff in it was like super ahead of its time. So I can appreciate it on that level, if nothing else. And there is plenty to appreciate about it. I just wish it was more progressive in the sense of trying new things. But it did like they clearly put all of their ideas into it. I just wish they had more. I guess there was plenty of stuff going on. So it was never boring. But I imagine if I listened to this one right after the last one, I would in fact be bored. Cause, like I said, it was kind of more of the same. It's not necessarily a bad thing because I liked the last one, but it is a thing. And that was really my main issue with it. But other than that, it was solid. It was some solid 40 minutes of pretty interesting noise. It kept doing new things. I just wish it had done more. Because I will never be satisfied. I am a hungry beast who eternally clamors for more noise things to go on. And that was how I felt during most of it. But I did enjoy it. Like I said, regardless, you get to see Coop, so that's nice. Hey Coop, that's my cat. He's a nice fellow. So yeah, disc three, shorter than the rest of them so far, but solid stuff. Solid vocal work. I could hear to some of the Japanese this time. It wasn't all the screaming, which I don't know how I feel about that, but it is a thing worth mentioning. So more legible vocals, I guess. It's just nice. I don't know, new things, which like I said, I would have liked more of. Just mainly because noise isn't really my thing yet. We'll see how I feel after the end of this month, but so far noise hasn't really struck a chord with me yet. But I guess we'll have to see. We'll see if that changes. You know, I am kind of hoping it does because I want to enjoy all the kinds of music I can. But we also know my tastes do have limits, and that's something I have to accept. But noise, I think I'm slowly getting it. It's just taking a while because it's a lot to process, and that's kind of what's good about it. Is that it sort of it overwhelms your auditory senses. It's like it. There's so much happening they don't even know what to do with it. Whereas with normal music, you know, you have sort of a natural reaction. Your brain is wired to enjoy it. This it's like your brain is wired to not know what to do with it, and so it just goes bonkers, and that's a nice feeling, even if it's a confusing and at times and at times a difficult one to deal with. I wouldn't. Noise is not all the time music, and this is not all the time either. It's very much like I need to be in a certain headspace for it, which is fine. I just feel that's worth mentioning. So yeah, I enjoyed the third disc, not as much as the second, more than the first. We'll see if it keeps going in that pattern.